Sure.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it well. I don't know any of the words from
I represent Queens. I was raised out of Brooklyn.
doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Dude, I remember, I don't know, it must have been like third grade. I remember staying up at sleepovers and having like music videos playing. And that one in like the middle of the night where all of us girls are laid out on the living room floor. Like, here's LL Cool J licking his lips, doing it and doing it and doing it well. I was just like,
God. And that's where all you girls
So not
started puberty,
appropriate.
huh? With LL Cool J.
Ladies love Cool James.
Oh, boy. Hey, listen, welcome to the Real Awkward Podcast, the best dang podcast you heard
Today,
today. My name is Andy.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Ashley.
You are Ashley.
And here's Andy watching his potty mouth.
Scoop dooby
Yeah.
boop boop boop. Skibbity doo.
Can we go a whole episode without cursing?
Skibbity toilet. No.
Oh,
Aman-
God, don't talk about skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet. Amanda and I don't have that capability
Well,
because we use our words as emotional fuel to describe things in a very intense manner.
Why you got to talk
Fuck.
like that?
gotcha.
Why you talk like that?
I shouldn't have said anything.
If you guys clicked on the episode, that's because you're a huge fan of the year 2007 and movies. Hey, Amanda, we called this our box office throwback. What does that mean?
Well, that means that Andy likes to change the way we do the episodes every time. Okay, so in a box office throwback, we are going to pick a year, 2007. We're going to pull up the top grossing films of the year. We're going to start at the top of the list and work our way down until we get to a point where we're done.
I like that. I like that.
Precisement.
Concise. So, Ash, what is special about 2007? What did you got going on back then?
2007 is when I met you.
Oh, I met
And you, sir, were working at Blockbuster.
Yes, I was.
And I don't know who knows this, but when you work at Blockbuster, you get to rent a lot of movies.
A lot of movies. Do you guys
So-
remember what the limit was when we were there?
10?
You could rent 10 films? I thought it was
I
5.
think it
No.
start. I
It
feel like
well, it started at 5.
I was gonna say I thought
it
it started
increased.
at like 5 or 6, and then it went to
Ooh.
10.
I think it was 5 and it went to 10.
Okay.
And it was 10 was kind of bonkers, especially
Yeah.
because all three of us lived together at one point and we
Yeah.
had like 30
movies
rentals.
to watch in a week? Holy shit. That's a lot. That's a lot of films. I do remember that. I want to say I started in the summer of 2007. So this would have literally been that Blockbuster time when stuff was hitting, as well as working at Blockbuster during the summer blockbusters. It's like Blockbuster Inception.
I know that. Okay, so I was a year out of high school, right? So
Mhm.
I know I didn't start a Blockbuster right away. So I worked at Walmart for like less than a year. And then I think my next job was Blockbuster.
Got it. So Walmart to
So-
Blockbuster. I was Best Buy to Blockbuster. Where were you?
So
I was working when I met you. I was working
Post
at
office?
a postal store.
I remember that. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and going to college. I was in
Okay.
college.
Okay. So we're close, and both of you started at Blockbuster. You said 2008,
2008.
but that means
I
that
don't
these
remember
movies
when
would have
I
stayed on
started.
that wall.
I guarantee we've seen every movie on this list.
I hope so, but I mean, sometimes I'm surprised.
I'm fairly certain.
Okay, and Amanda, how confident do you feel on the 2007s?
I feel confident. I'm not going to say I'm 100% confident I've seen every movie we're going to talk about today,
Okay,
but I'm going to say I'm going to say I'm going to be 87% positive. of that.
Whoa, that's I mean, very unique number. Okay, how about this? Normally we haven't been guessing because it was kind of difficult, but I feel like 2007 we kind of have our finger on the pulse. What was going on there? Amanda, what do you think was the top grossing film of 2007?
I'm thinking
I'm thinking,
I'm
and I'm thinking.
thinking.
Enhance. Enhance.
I'm gonna say a Spider-Man.
Ooh.
You really? You want to try that again?
Oh, wait.
I was like, we already
That's
talked about X-Men,
embarrassing.
fool. You call yourself a fan?
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web in his size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes a Spider-Man.
Nobody
It's
does that
like-
song better than Michael Bublé. Hands down.
Spider-Man was 2006, right?
Which one?
Number
Your
two.
song
Number-
was like
Number 3.
your
Maybe
song was like
2007.
lounge jazz mixed with Nickelback.
It was Michael Bublé infused.
Okay.
That's the version we listened
So
to.
here's the deal, okay? I agree with Amanda. It was either 2006 or 2007 was Spider-Man 3, where he gets the symbiote suit, or I think it was Harry Potter. I think it was either Deathly Hallows Part 1 or Part 2. Or Deathly, yeah.
No way, Deathly Hallows. That's the end. It wasn't 2007.
You sure?
I would say 2007. If it is Harry Potter, would possibly be Goblet of Fire or Order of the Phoenix. Because I think that's 4 or
I'm just
5.
getting a strong Deathly Hallows vibe here with 2007, but maybe I am wrong. Maybe it's like more like 2009 or 2010. Because they started it in 1999. And it was a
Wild.
movie every what? Year or every 2 years?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So those are my guesses. Ash,
Those
Please
4
gr-
movies are my guess.
please grace us with your box office throwback number 1.
Numero uno. Spider-Man.
Oh,
Spider-Man.
okay.
Spider-Man 3.
Yes, it was Spider-Man 3.
I saw Spider-Man 3 in the theaters because my roommate at the time was super into Spider-Man. Like, he wore a Spider-Man suit to the movie.
Right.
Oh boy.
But I remember I had not seen Spider-Man 2.
The best one.
So I saw Spider-Man 3 without, like,
Seeing it.
having seen that. So I was like, okay, I kind of...
To be fair, Spider-Man 1 has Green Goblin, Spider-Man 3 Green Goblin Returns, so you'd probably be okay.
It was fine. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously Venom and
Yeah.
Sandman, right? Sandman.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 villains in that one, which is why it didn't do as well because
It was a lot.
you couldn't devote enough time to flush out the villains for you to care about them.
Thank you for the refresher on that because, yes, I remember
Yes.
thinking that.
Yep.
I was like, there was just so much going on.
And then they cast Topher Grace as Eddie Brock, which was a terrible casting choice.
Agreed.
Yep.
And then Tobey Maguire, when he turns into the symbiote Spider-Man, he went emo and really silly, Sam Raimi style, and not ominous and scary. And he
Now
was just
dig
like,
on this.
hey, ladies, like, it's really funny. It's really good. What were you saying, Amanda?
I said what Toby says when he does like the jazz thing in the nightclub. He goes, "Now dig on this."
Yes, now
God.
dig on this.
That's what I said.
And his hair, like, comes down in front of his
Yep.
face.
Oh, it's
instead.
like emo. It's like
It's so emo. Yes.
I'm dark and broody.
Does it earn the number 1 spot only because 1 and 2 were so good? 3 was it was a moment in time. I will
yeah.
say that.
Does it deserve to be number 1? No. Am I
Right.
surprised it's number 1? Also, no.
Well, what's funny is Sam Raimi, at least this is the story that I try to remember. So Ash, put this in your little TikTok thing here. Sam Raimi wanted to do Spider-Man 4 and make that Venom and have that be like either Venom or Venom Carnage. And the studio, though, was like, we need Venom, we need Venom, we need Venom. And they literally pushed him in it halfway through the storyline where you have the 2 villains back, which was Sandman and Green Goblin coming back, but this time as Harry. And he was like, this will be a really good, like, wrap from the first one coming back to the third one. And they were like, we got to have Venom. So they shoved him in there. Topher Grace's casting choice was only because he was popular in, like, that 70s show. And it was a huge flop. It did not work. And Sam Raimi was like, the studio literally forced my hand to make this happen. So I think he didn't take it seriously. I think when he was directing, he was like, Toby, just like be different. I don't know. I don't know
Just
how that
be
came
different.
to be. I don't know how that came to be, but I will tell you, there was lots of mistakes that happened in 2007. So, Also, was there a writer's strike? No, that was in 2011. I don't think that was 2007. I feel like there was a writer's strike because remember Heroes got screwed? We were watching Heroes
It was
back
not
then.
in 2007.
Okay, just want to make sure. That is all. Thoughts, Amanda, on Spider-Man 2? So, 3. Shit, 3.
Yeah, I think we kind of said it all. We have talked about Spider-Man at length in the past. It's bad. It's really disappointing to kind of have it go out that way.
Right.
Because the first one is good. It's very good.
Very good.
The second one is better, and
Yes.
then the expectations were so high, like
Yes.
because you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be incredible. The expectations were so high, so to have it be garbage,
Yeah.
like it was like such a like deflation, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it is, yeah, it is almost like somebody didn't take it seriously.
Well, that's what's funny. When I described Spider-Man 3 to people, I enjoyed it, but because I look at it as a comedy and not as like a dramedy or an action superhero movie
Like it's fun to
'Cause
watch because it's stupid.
because it's so stupid. So,
But
that's
yeah,
my
I
take
mean,
on it.
like, for instance, like the Sandman, he's a sympathetic villain. You
He
feel
is,
bad for him.
yeah.
He didn't ask
Yeah.
for that, like you feel
Yeah.
bad for him. And the movie, they really play that. And they did a good. I thought the casting actually worked there. Thomas Hayden Church or whatever his name is,
yes, he was good.
and that worked. But if they had been able to give him like the main villain and then maybe have Green Goblin whatever on the side, I think that could have really worked.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you would have been conflicted in how you felt about him.
Yeah.
But yeah, throwing in Venom, yeah, it was too many cooks in the kitchen.
It was. It felt that way. It was just an overabundance of too many storylines at the same time. It's chaos.
Yeah. Number 2 is also a third segment.
X-Men 3. No, okay. Okay, what?
No. Amanda, you don't have any guesses?
Toy Story 3.
Shrek the Third.
Oh, shit!
Shrek the Third. I've seen it. Who's the villain in that one?
Sorry.
Because it's
it
Farquaad
is-
in 1 and 2, right?
No, so Lord Farquaad is the bad guy in number 1. And then
Yeah.
in number 2, it's technically the fairy godmother and then like Prince Charming.
Okay.
And then in Shrek the Third, it's Prince Charming along with like all the bad guys.
Oh, okay. Okay. When does Eddie Murphy, like Donkey and the Dragon, get it on and have their babies? Is that
First one.
in the third? Oh, okay. Never mind. That's
Shrek has
very-
babies in the third one. Well,
Oh,
Fiona,
that's what it is.
Fiona
it's all
says
of
she's
Shrek's little
pregnant.
babies.
Fiona says she's pregnant at like in the movie, and then they have the babies. I think at like the very end.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I mean, all of those movies, they were funny in their own right. I think Shrek has a place in that whole like 3D character world. DreamWorks, I mean, that's their top, correct? If I'm not mistaken. So
No, I mean, I think they have a couple movies. Minions.
I guess you're right.
and
No,
then-
Minions is Illumination.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Got it.
I'm thinking of Universal as a whole. Sorry, but I think How to Train Your Dragon and Trolls are DreamWorks.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, you are correct.
Shrek the Third. All right, Mike Myers. All right.
Number 3.
Wait a minute, you don't want to know what I thought of Shrek the Third?
Oh, we know what you think about Shrek the Third.
Banger.
It's a banger.
Where's your button?
Yeah, she needs her button, dude.
I fucking love Shrek.
She needs her button. That's funny.
Number 3.
Oh, I love Ninja Turtles.
No, Star Wars.
What's the Linkin Park song?
What?
What?
It's the Linkin Park song. It was literally the reason why Transformers like slapped so hard.
Slapped?
I have
You're hanging
no
out with
idea
too
what
many
you're
young
talking
people.
about.
No, dude,
It
no,
wasn't
no
Megan
cap, no,
Fox?
I'm not.
Gross.
It was Megan. No, there's Megan. Well, yes, Megan Fox. Yes, Megan Fox definitely got her like stardom.
Megan
from
Fox
that
is the
movie.
reason why it slapped so hard.
Yeah, it wasn't Shia LaBeouf. So
Okay,
wait,
listen though. I
oh,
didn't
wait, is
hate
it the
Shia
first
in
one?
that
Is this the
movie.
first one we're talking
This
about?
is the very
one.
first
Oh, wow.
one.
Yeah.
I loved that. I still do love that movie. I think they got it all right. They did everything they could. You have to include humans. You can't not include humans in a Transformers story. Originally, I was like, oh, Shia. And then, like, I thought he did really well in that film. Sam Witwicky, like, are you Ladies Man 217? Like, all of that stupid stuff is fantastic. The Megatron stuff as he's coming in. Optimus is incredible. I always forget that actor's name, but they do Section 6 or Sector 7 or whatever. They're like the security team. I forget that actor's name.
Josh
though.
Duhamel.
No. He's part of the Marines. But then there's like a security government division, and the guy that plays Jesus in Big Lebowski.
John
with the
Turturro.
Thank you. He's in there, and he's fabulous as a character
So,
in that film.
I'll be honest, I've only seen a couple of these.
Yeah.
I saw obviously the first one,
Yep.
and I actually liked it. And then I didn't see the second one, but then I saw the third one,
Oh,
and
okay.
the third one has like this giant, almost worm robot creature that's like going through the city. And I remember it's like breaking shit. And I remember like there was almost too much CG for me.
I
like,
remember.
There's too much metal pieces.
Yes, I
playing
couldn't-
together. You're like, I don't even know what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah.
Yes. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell. I'm like, what's building? What's robot? Like, what
Exactly.
are these
That's-
a good guy?
Michael Bay went way too hard on that whole robot transforming thing that it did become very overwhelming. And I
Yeah.
remember watching one of those films and like I couldn't recognize what was happening.
Exactly.
When the robots were
Yes.
fighting and all that chaos. I remember that being crazy. But the first one, 2007, did it right. There's a good balance of the robots, of the story. Dude, Bernie Mac, I know he's passed away now, but he's in it for a second, like
I
as the
love
car
Bernie Mac.
salesman.
I'm
It's good.
gonna have to
It's very
watch that
good.
again because it's been 10 years easily.
It's great. And the second one, Megan Fox is in that one.
I think she's in the second one too.
I think
yeah.
she's in the second one, but then they end up like with like these I don't know why they get trapped in it again, but it's the Revenge of the Fallen, and the Fallen is like a really dumb villain. Like I don't like his style. And then in the third one, I think is Megatron again, but he's like in the desert and like put his parts back together. And
Yeah, it was like
stuff
zombie
like that.
Megatron almost.
yeah,
like
it
Ultron.
kind of feels that. And then I will say number 4 or 5, I forget which one it was. They put Mark Wahlberg as the main actor in that. One of them's really good. One of them's not good. And
Okay,
I forget which one it is.
So one of them, the one with Mark Wahlberg, I don't know how many he's in, but I tried watching one with Lincoln that like introduced like the dinosaur Transformers.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
yes.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of the movie, he has like a huge garage conveniently, and
Yes.
he finds
Yes, that's
Optimus
him.
Prime
Yes.
and doesn't know it's Optimus Prime. And then so I started watching it with Lincoln because I was like, oh, cool, this would be fun. And then like within 10 minutes of the movie, they're like holding his daughter down with a gun to her head. People are getting shot and shit. And I
Yeah,
was just
remember
like,
it's intense.
I just remember being like, oh, this is not, because at the time, this was like
Not a
almost
kid's
2
movie.
years ago. I was
Yes.
like, this is not for my baby. Like,
No. Number 1, kids can watch.
Well,
but,
and
but like
and I've heard that about Bumblebee as well, that it's okay.
Bumblebee
Great.
might be the best Transformers movie
I really
made
like
so
Bumblebee.
far.
Yeah.
Because I know he hasn't seen Bumblebee, so we'll have to watch those.
Yeah. I think this first one was a really good introduction into Transformers because they didn't make Transformers movies before this that weren't animated.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it was a really good jumping off point for them, and I
Yep.
think they can continue to make Transformers movies
I
because
mean,
they're cool.
they're
Like
supposed to-
Transformers are just cool.
But then again, like they did Rise of the Beast, and even though it was not a bad story, I was disappointed just because I'm a Beast Wars fan. But,
Yeah.
But what's funny is the one Amanda was describing, I think, is that it's called The Last Night, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think
Or
War for Cybertron?
no, I don't know. There, so it goes Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, Dark of the Moon, and then I think the fourth one is
Age of Extinction.
Age of Extinction. That's where they brought in dinosaurs. And then there's one where Optimus holds like a huge sword.
So
where he has to fight like a giant old
you're thinking The Last Night.
The Last Night. And then they made another one after that, which was either Bumblebee or I think Mark Wahlberg's only been in 2. I don't know if there was a third one, but
Yeah, we watched.
yeah.
I tried watching Age of Extinction.
Yes.
Anywho.
Okay. So, I mean, the whole point is that the first one, it earns its spot. You said number 3 or number 4 on that list?
3.
3. I think it earns its spot. And Linkin Park, when I said that in the beginning, that is the like main theme for that movie.
Oh, really?
What I've done.
Oh, that song.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, that song.
All I know is another thing Chris says all the time. Anytime somebody brings up either Transformers or Mark Wahlberg, he goes, I thought I saw a Transformer. Like, I don't know why. That's what he says.
I don't remember if it was
I saw
Amanda or
Transformer.
me, but like I still to this day, Amanda go, like I can't stop.
Now Remy does it.
You used to do it all the time, so now I do it all the time. And so now Lincoln does it all the time.
Just me walking around a store and I'm like, and yeah, now Remy goes, It's really funny.
Whenever we're playing with toys and he goes like, Mom, pretend to be this guy, I'll always be like, if it's a robot, I'm always like,
Oh, it's so good.
All right, number 4
Yes.
is also a third segment.
Transformers now. Wait, am I right? Can I go back now? What did I say?
No,
Toy Story?
no.
Oh, okay.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, shit.
At World's End.
Oh, wait, that's Game of Thrones. I just keep doing the wrong songs every time.
That'd be so funny. This movie's hot garbage.
Do
Okay, listen. I hate this film. I was so excited, though, when it was
Oh.
coming out because I love number 1. I'm one of the few that love number 2. I feel like some people didn't like it, but the Davy Jones thing, I loved it. So when the next one was coming out, it was like, yes, what are they going to do? Like, they already did Ghost. They already did Sea Creature people. Like, I'm curious.
Well,
it's
and
like
you're told
India
this is-
Trading Company.
Yeah, right.
Literally just the British Guard are the bad guys. And I hated it. I hated it.
You were told as a viewer, like in the trailers and shit, this is the conclusion. This is the
Correct.
final of like this story arc. And so
Yes.
you're like, here we go, bitch. Here we go. And
Let's
like
go. Let's
Johnny
go.
Depp is in it for like half the movie.
It's
and-
not a
and
lot.
A huge portion of the movie is Keira Knightley and all these other vampires, all these other pirates, and they're trying to be like the pirate king.
Yeah, she joins the Asian pirates. Literally, it's all Asian style pirates, like dragon looking boats and
Which, okay,
they're
don't get me
all
wrong.
in like Oriental
They
garb.
looked fucking cool.
No, they looked cool, but
But-
then they don't do anything. And then the end is literally just a big whirlpool and they're all just sailing around it.
Yes.
That's all it is for
Stupid.
like a half an hour. It's
I just
really
remember
dumb.
thinking the whole movie, everybody just looks damp and dirty.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, you're right.
And I
You're
don't
right.
know why. Every like image I remember of like, especially when they're all sitting around that table fighting about who gets to be apparently the vampire king. And everybody like needs a change of clothes and a shower. Like that's what
Yes, I agree.
I saw. Okay, so I saw this movie on a date. Like, and we had no
Ooh.
idea. And I remember like the whole movie, I think I was literally just like
What
bothered.
is- yeah, yeah, right.
And-
yes. What is this?
I remember
It's
it
awful.
ended, and the guy was like, "What'd you think?" And I was like, "I hated that. Like, I hated it. Like,
Dude, Amanda, I'm with you. I walked out of the theater and I was super disappointed. I was like, really?
well,
That's
and
what they did. Now I know Davy
Yes.
Jones and not Calypso,
Calliope, I think it was Calypso.
Calypso, and she's like the storm of the sea or the heart that he's always needed or some crap. I forget
Well, it was
what
like
it is.
so in the second movie was like
Yeah.
this creepy kind of witch lady,
Yeah.
and she like told them how to get him, and then. So then you're like, oh, cool. And then you find out, oh, she's actually his long lost lover. And
Welcome
then,
to the ends of the earth.
but then next thing you know, she's like now like 40 feet tall.
Yeah,
And-
I'm so confused by it.
I'll
really
be honest with you,
was.
I have seen this movie once.
Was it Gore Verbinski on all three? Did he direct all
Gore
three?
Verbinski.
Gore Verbinski.
Yes.
Do you remember that ninja review? You remember the ninja? He would review movies.
Yeah.
That's what that's from.
Oh, really?
When he was like, yeah, he goes, I think Gore Verbinski put all the script in a shotgun and just shot it out and picked up the pieces. And he's like, I think this movie needed a little less gore and a little bit more Verbinski. It was like, it's so dumb. But I was very disappointed in this because I wanted it to be like the other two. That's all I wanted. And
Well,
it
and
didn't work. But then 3 or 4 got weird because they eliminated Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley, and then it was just Johnny Depp. But at least they had Blackbeard, right? Like at least there was like a fun villain in that one. So 3 was just disappointing to me.
Yeah, it's bad.
But it made number 4.
Yeah.
I should watch it again because I genuinely saw it in the movie theater and never looked back at it.
Well, yeah,
And
I wonder if it still
I
feels...
do
yeah.
want to watch them all again, but sometimes I'm like, I don't want to do that to myself.
Well, number 1 and 2, you have a good time. So 3's really just the one you got to stomach through. Because I
Well,
don't
then-
mind number 4, but
Have there been 6?
no, 5.
I think
Okay,
they
so
canceled
it's-
6.
The first 3, and then the 4th one is Ian McShane and Penelope Cruz.
Correct. Yep. And then the 5th
And then that's
one
where they need to
is-
find a mermaid.
I believe no, I think that's the 5th one because that's
The
when they
5th
introduce
one-
mermaids, and it has No Country for Old Men. Who's that actor?
Yeah, Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem is like a half crab man or whatever.
No, so okay, I actually really like. I don't mind the other 2. There's some
Yeah.
parts that are stupid. The Ian McShane is Blackbeard, fantastic.
Yes, he was great.
That movie has mermaids. That's the one with
oh,
mermaids.
okay, so that has the mermaids. Got it.
And then in the last one, Javier Bardem, like their souls were like trapped under the ocean, and so
Aren't
they
they
always
trying to find
look.
the Fountain of Youth or something?
That's the Blackbeard one.
Oh, okay. I'm confused. now.
The Javier Bardem one, all the pirates look like they're still underwater.
Got it.
So,
oh, that's
like, they're
right. Their
all, like,
hair's like
bleep, bleep, bleep,
moving. Yeah. Right.
But then you find out more about Barbosa in the last one, which was stupid.
Oh, isn't that? Yeah, they team up, don't they? In that one,
I think
Barbosa
he's in all of them.
Yeah, but I think in that one, I thought
In the
him
very
and
last
Barbosa
one, they team
up as like
Mhm.
friends again.
Mm-hmm.
God, Jeffrey Rush is so good, dude. I love Barbosa. He's fantastic. He's a great villain.
Yeah.
What was that? Number 5?
That was number 4.
Oh, number
Wow.
4. Shit, we're still talking about that. My
Number
bad. Let's
5.
move on.
Which one?
Order of the Phoenix.
Dang
bitch.
it! I was way
Bow, bow,
behind.
not Deathly Hallows.
Okay, wait. Order of the Phoenix is number 5, right?
5.
Number 5.
Is that the one that's the longest one? One of them's really long.
It's 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so it's
really long.
5 is that, and then what's 6?
6 is the Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, and then 7 and 8 are
Yeah, or Deathly
Hallows 1 and 2.
Part 1, Part 2. But
Wow.
Order of the Phoenix is where they have to create like a secret group in the basement,
Mhm.
right?
That one's good.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I think 3, 4, and 5 are my favorites.
What was 3? Oh, Prisoner of
3?
Azkaban.
It's Prisoner of Azkaban, but it also has a werewolf.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And then
And then-
4 is Goblet of Fire where they do the games.
4 is Goblet of Fire, and they have mermaids.
And Half-Blood Prince then, number 6, is that where they find out about the rat boy?
I don't know, but that's where you find out more about
Snape. Right?
Snape and
Snape.
Harry Potter's
Mr.
parents.
Snipe.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Mr. Snipes.
Mr. Snipe.
Yes.
Dude, R.I.P. Seriously, all of these, it makes me sad to go back through this stuff because we've lost so many great actors. Okay. All right. Well, Harry Potter, I don't really have anything to say about it. I think as a series, it's basically like the Star Wars of its time. So, yeah, I don't have anything to say about that.
Number 6.
I don't know if Amanda agrees or not, but
I don't think she cares to talk about Harry Potter anymore.
I don't necessarily enjoy Harry Potter as a whole, but I understand why it has so much love. So, yes.
Yeah.
I think the world is cool.
Yeah.
It's a little dry.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's cool. I'll probably watch them with Lincoln before too long. I think seeing little
if you
kids
can get through the first one.
that honestly, that's my thing. Is part of me is like, God damn, maybe we'll start at the third one. But the
Yes.
I mean, it's a fun fantasy movie. It's these kids learning to do magic, and there's a big
Yeah.
bad guy, and you know
Yeah.
the visuals alone are fun.
They're
but-
fun.
You know, eh.
I mean, we've tried with Cam literally multiple times. She cannot get through it.
I can't get through the first one.
It's-
the
it
only
takes
reason
a
we
long
haven't done the whole
time.
thing.
Honestly,
Yeah.
maybe just start with the second one because they get in the flying car pretty quickly.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right.
And
You're
I mean, you
right.
could literally just be like, "That's Harry, that's Ron, that's Hermione. The bald guy's the bad guy. Here we go." Like,
I love
Here
it.
we
Here we
go.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. Moving on. Number 6, I Am Legend. Just get right to it.
Hated it.
Ooh, Amanda talked about this recently, right? In our Will Smith recap.
Yes,
episode?
because they're doing a number 2.
yeah.
Right.
Oh, did you know? Did you know?
No.
Number 2, which this is an interesting choice. So the second one is gonna take place where the director's cut ended.
Oh,
so not
it
even the
literally-
fucking theatrical release is gonna
Yeah.
be timeline.
So the kid. So if I'm not mistaken, that's when he doesn't blow
survives.
everyone up. Yes.
He survives.
Weird
Interesting,
choice.
right? Interesting. Okay.
Stupid.
How's that going to
Stupid.
work? Are they going to have to de-age Will Smith because he's going to look like an old man immediately?
I mean, their best bet would be, 15 years later, this is how the
guess.
world has carried on.
Fair.
Almost
yeah.
like a Last of Us. situation.
Maybe he had a kid or something.
I don't know. I'm probably not going to see it.
Well, I don't know
hated
how
the
you could
first
have
one.
a kid. He's the only person.
He's
I
not the
thought-
only person.
Oh, there's more people. I forget.
Yeah, there was more people.
Oh, okay. Dude, literally, it's been so long. I'm with you. I don't remember it, and if you don't like it, I don't know.
I remember things about the movie because of my extreme disdain for it. That like I'm literally like I fucking hated this movie.
Sorry, Will Smith.
Number 7, Born Ultimatum.
Is that the one with Matt Damon?
Yeah.
It's the third one. It's pretty good.
Yeah. We
They're all
talked
good.
about
They're all
that
decent.
also when we did a recap because we reissued more of Matt Damon stuff. But I will say there was a long time there where I was trying to collect all the movies because I really liked that series. And as the girl from Run Lola Run in it, and I always forget her name.
Yeah, I don't know what her name is, but I know who
I
you're
always
talking
forget
about.
that actress, but I liked her back then. But I don't know. I never thought Matt Damon as an action star, and he actually pulls that stuff off really good. So I have no problem with that. I feel like all the stories are roughly the same, right?
They are.
Like he's just trying to run away. It's almost like Mission Impossible. They're trying to run away from what they were supposed to protect in the first place, and now they're coming after him because
Yeah.
of either intel information or vice versa.
yeah.
Yes. What number are we at, Ash?
That was number 7.
Number 7.
Number 8 is National Treasure, Book of Secrets.
Banger.
Wait, is that number 2?
That's number 2, baby.
What is that one about? For some reason, I am not
let me-
recalling it.
Let me tell you. Okay, so Ed Harris is the bad guy in this one. And he comes out and says, "Oh, international hero and treasure hunter Nicolas Cage. Guess what, bitch? His great grandson is in the plot to assassinate Abraham Lincoln." So then, of course, Nicolas Cage has to get on it. And so he gets his dad involved and then his mom involved, who's Helen Mirren.
Ah.
And then for some reason, they're going after a piece of wood that's in the president's desk.
Okay.
And I think he kidnaps the president for like a
Who's
hot
the-
minute.
Who's his dad in that?
John Voight.
Wait. So John Voight's his dad, and then John Voight is also Tomb Raider's dad?
Correct.
Wait, the two treasure hunters have the same dad?
Yes.
He knows how to raise them.
Is your mom's name is Martha too?
Why you say that name? Not as good as the first one. Still pretty fun.
Okay. I always liked Riley. I like Riley's character.
He's fun. And honestly, like Diane Kruger, I think that's her name.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like the love interest. She's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a Nicolas Cage movie. They're good. I think they're really fun.
I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
I'm gonna steal this desk.
I'm gonna kidnap the
So
president.
Give me back my teddy bear. Question for you then, Amanda. Worth a watch though, because I do not remember this movie. Did you see it, Ash? Yeah. I don't.
I
Remember
think
it at all.
I think that they are a decent, both of them. I think they're a decent kind of like action adventure. I love any kind of treasure hunting movie.
Sure.
But they're fun. They're just like, if you miss a couple minutes, it doesn't matter. Like,
Well, Sean Bean's bad guy in the first one, right?
yeah.
Okay. See, I
And
remember
Ed Harris
that
is
first
the
one.
bad guy in this one. Ed Harris, man, he's such a good actor.
No, well, he's
and
a
he
good
plays
bad
a
guy too.
really good bad guy.
Yeah, I need to watch this one. I don't know why I can't recall this film. I probably would if I watched it again, but
It's the first Disney movie on the list.
oh snap!
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Okay.
Number 9, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh,
Hard pass.
boy. Oh boy. Now I understand why it's up there. It's one of the only kids movies you have on this other than Shrek, correct?
Yeah.
So you had to get another one in
I
there.
get it, because Alvin and the Chipmunks was iconic as a
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yep.
Even when we were kids, and prior to that, like, grew up listening to All I Want for Christmas is My
Oh,
Two Front Teeth,
sure.
etc. Like, I get why this was popular.
How do you feel about Jason Lee being Dave?
John.
I mean John. Wait, Dave's
Or
from
no.
Garfield.
No,
Dave.
John. Wait, John's from Garfield. Dave, you were right. You were right.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
It's awful. There's this kind of like
Yeah.
2003 to 2008 thing where they were doing these like computer generated animals with
Yeah.
live action.
Right.
Yeah.
Awful. It's
Yeah.
awful. The Scooby Doo movies, Marmaduke, like this one, they are terrible.
Yeah, it's sad, but it obviously made enough money to get on the list.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
people just didn't want to go see Shrek again.
Fair.
Number 10, another kids movie.
Oh.
Another Disney movie. Ratatouille.
Oh, banger. Unless Amanda disagrees.
I'm going to make a brave statement.
No.
Shut your mouth. I don't even want
You
to hear
don't
it.
like it.
I hate Ratatouille. I hate it.
Oh,
I
dude,
love it.
it's
His
so
name-
good.
I
His name
don't
is
like it.
Remy.
No, I think it's super cute, and he's a cute little rat. But like, I'm like, ew. First of all, rat in a kitchen. Second of all, unsanitary.
I
Third,
feel like she said all of this once before in another podcast.
Yeah.
I probably have because I don't hide my disdain for this movie. I don't think it's funny.
I think
I don't
remember
think
you
it's cute.
saying
I
you hated it.
love Patton Oswalt, so I'll give
Yeah.
it that. But and the one thing I will say is the one thing that I'll give it is I've seen online there is a ride at Disneyland where it looks really fucking cute, and there's a restaurant, I think it's in Disney World,
Ah,
where everything is gigantic, so you feel teeny tiny,
Oh,
like
that's kinda
the
cool.
mice. So
I just
that's
kind of
cute,
liked that
but
he was a
otherwise,
chef and he can control him with his hair, which made no sense, but it was still really funny.
yeah, it made absolutely no fucking sense. How did he learn to cook all this shit? And they say like, oh, he was the chef. No.
I don't know. Splinter learned all of his moves from watching his master Hiroshima.
And that's some
Orochi
bullshit too.
Okay. I will say though, like, out of all the Pixar movies, I don't go to that one first, but I don't hate it.
I think it's super cute.
Ash just is like I plead the
Well,
fifth. Let's move
I'm
on.
already at a detriment because I don't like Pixar movies. But
Fair.
yeah. If anybody in the comments wants to fight me, I will defend myself. That movie.
I have seen, I want to say, every Pixar movie except for Up.
Don't.
You've never
don't
seen
touch that.
Up?
I still have not seen Up. Yep.
Well, you know what? You feel like you ever need a good cry? There you go.
Watch Up. Well,
Watch
I also
10 minutes of
was
it.
Elemental
Literally.
Pixar, or
Yes.
was that not? It was, or was it Disney?
I think it was Pixar.
I think it was Pixar.
Actual Pixar.
Have you ever seen The Good Dinosaur?
Awful.
Yes.
Hate it.
I like
Trash.
it. Ash does not
It.
like it. You don't like it,
Trash.
Amanda? Oh God,
It's
dude,
a
I thought that
Pixar
one was-
movie.
I thought that one was.
Does this random thing have feelings and make you cry? Pixar
Yes,
movie.
Does robots have feelings?
Maybe it's just because I'm not good with feelings.
That's exactly what it is.
Inside
It
Out
makes you uncomfortable.
What if feelings?
I mean,
have
I'll
feelings?
give it that. I'll give it that. What if toys have feelings? What if fish have feelings?
Yeah.
What if a fucking rat has feelings?
You're like, I don't want to have feelings, and I don't want anything else to have feelings.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to have to feel feelings, so I don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
be made to feel feelings.
Then what's Moana?
Not Pixar,
Pixar.
idiot.
Well, number
Then
one.
what you Moana?
Ooh,
Wow.
ooh, ooh.
Wow. Oh my God. One mistake.
But wait, I will
One
say,
mistake. Your
I
whole
will put a
life-
caveat.
Your whole
I've
life
only
you made one mistake.
one mistake.
I will say a caveat. Incredibles is a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they just announced number 3.
I'll watch it.
Yes. What was that? Number 10?
That was number 10.
Jeez.
Number 11. Try
Yes.
this on for size.
Okay.
The Simpsons movie.
The Simpsons.
I mean, People still do Spider Pig,
Oh
Spider
my
Pig.
God. Dude.
Yes, they do.
Honestly, that entire cast of characters, it's so iconic. It's been going for over 30 years. It's insane. When that movie came out, though, everyone was like, this is like Simpsons actually got like a next level bump, which they hadn't had like in a long time. I don't remember what the movie was about at all, but I know they made a game from it.
For some
So-
reason, the town was like encapsulated under a dome.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Interesting.
remember why.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was cute. It's fun. I think Chris and I even talked about watching it with Lincoln because they watched The Simpsons together.
Mm-hmm.
Simpsons Hit and Run,
Oh,
and then the Simpsons
Banger.
movie, the video game,
yeah.
are both fucking incredible, and you
They-
can't get them anymore.
Yep. They are, and they're very expensive now.
Yes,
I think
because
Simpsons is $30, but then Hit and Run is like 50 or 60.
I am trying to find them for Lincoln because I think he would have a ball with Simpsons Hit and Run
Yeah,
because he likes
it's-
Crazy Taxi.
Well, it's like GTA.
Well,
there's
and-
or you mean Road Rage? Road Rage is like Crazy Taxi.
well, either way, I think he would just have fun driving around Springfield.
Yeah.
And I had fun with the Simpsons movie game because you're just like playing as them. And
Yep.
I've even tried buying it on like digital and like you can't get it.
It's crazy, dude. When they delist stuff like that, it all goes up. So expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, Duff beer.
All right. Number 12. Amanda's going to hate on this one because she hates Tim Allen.
Ooh, get me ready. Let's get ready. Santa Claus 3.
I'm going to defend it, though. Wild Hogs.
Oh, banger.
I'm sorry. The scene where he
Banger.
eats a stick of butter because he's just pissed off.
Because his cholesterol's
'Cause
too
his
high.
cholesterol's too high.
Wait, so that's Tim Allen and
John
Martin-
Travolta
John Travolta, Martin, Steve,
Lawrence.
no, not Steve Martin, Martin Lawrence. Thank you.
and I think William H. Macy.
William H. Macy.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. It was William H. Macy.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie was funny. It's just a bunch of old guys that can't really look cool, like have a motorcycle gang.
Ray Liotta's in this, too.
Ray Liotta. R.I.P.
Wasn't there another movie very similar that
Yeah,
came
Space
out?
Cowboys.
No,
Oh.
I know what Space Cowboys is. I feel like there was another movie that came out similar time, and it's not grown-ups, but it's like older guys go on like a vacation together.
Oh yeah. That's the Adam Sandler.
That's
Grown-Ups.
grown-ups.
She
Yeah.
just said it's not grown-ups.
Oh.
I don't remember, but there was another movie very similar to this. The movie I'm thinking of course I can't remember it, fucking garbage. I'll have to look it up. Wild Hogs, I saw it. It was okay. It did have
Are
a
you-
couple funny moments.
Are you talking about the comedy where like they're having couples therapy? Couples
No.
retreat?
That's
Okay.
called Couples Retreat.
Okay.
I think you're thinking too modern, Andy.
Well,
Yeah.
2007 it probably was around there, right?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
I'll
Okay.
figure it out.
She'll figure it out.
Okay.
In the meantime, Andy, what can you tell me about Knocked Up?
Oh my god, dude. Katherine Heigl and frickin' Seth Rogen.
Paul Rudd.
Dude, and then they like had movies spin off from this, and like the film's so good. Like she's just partying with her friends and she hooks up with the wrong guy. Then he has to be like a dad. And like, I don't know, maybe I was just like in the right. I mean, Seth Rogen and that crew, they were pretty much like on fire back then too.
Yeah.
So that makes sense why that was like that style of comedy was very funny back then. But also Paul Rudd has always been hilarious no matter what films like he's in. It's wonderful. I don't know if it holds up now. It might not be funny at all. It makes sense why it hit back then, but it could easily be garbage now. I don't know.
You might be right.
I never loved it. I remember watching it because I watched it like way after it was popular. I just like for some reason was like, I don't care about this. I watched it and it was very much like a one and done thing for me.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. Like, fine. But I think it was one that like people rented it.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. It also had the same color scheme as Juno. Like that cover and Knocked Up, I always felt like they were both like like a pastel color with like an orange on it.
No, because Knocked Up was like
Green.
Yellow with red.
It's green and yellow.
Oh, it's green and yellow. Okay.
With big image of Seth Rogen.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was just Seth Rogen's face.
And Juno is very much a small image of the two of them with or orange and white
Orange.
stripes.
Yeah.
With
Wow.
like green text.
That's-
I wanna say.
Yes.
That's pretty precise. I'm very proud of you.
God, I was obsessed. I was obsessed with. I'm still obsessed with the soundtrack to Juno. I still listen to that soundtrack.
I need to
So-
listen to it again, but
Number 14
yes.
is Juno.
Oh,
No, for real.
Yeah.
Because they were right next to each other. I felt like
Yeah.
on the wall, right?
I
That's
saw
probably
this.
why you make the connection.
Probably.
You're probably right.
I saw this movie on a date too, and it was awkward.
That whole thing is kind of interesting.
I mean, Juno is awkward. It's a very awkward movie.
Why did
Yes.
they take her in the first place?
They
By
didn't.
the way,
Take her in? No.
I thought they took her in.
They
You're
were
talking about-
She's
going-
a surrogate.
No,
Yes.
Oh.
she gets knocked up,
Yes, she gets knocked up.
and they're gonna take her baby for her.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's right.
But then Jason Bateman gets a little creepy.
He gets
Very
he gets-
creepy.
He gets a little rapey, doesn't he? Yeah.
A little pervy. Also,
A
the
little
movie I
pervy,
was
yes.
thinking of is called Old Dogs.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
John
who's in-
Travolta,
Oh,
Yeah.
Robin Williams, and I think Seth Green.
okay. Ew, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wild hogs and old dogs. Huh?
Yeah, sorry guys. It bothered me that I couldn't figure it out. But it was 2009, so I wasn't too far off.
Jason
Yeah.
Bateman was actually just talking about an interview recently where he was not going to take the movie Juno. And then it ended up actually being a very like successful film. So I don't know, probably
it was
because
very like mainstream but indie at the same time.
did feel that way. Yes, it did feel that way.
It was almost kind of like a Napoleon Dynamite, where it
Yes, I agree.
felt very indie, but it was very popular.
Well, I mean, it probably had a big budget with the
Yeah.
actors that were in it too. Because
But nobody knew who Ellen Page was at the time.
What I was gonna say was that they had to have, because X-Men all happened back then, and wasn't she Kitty
Yeah, but,
Pryde during
but-
that time?
They weren't the big name in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
right.
like-
Right.
It was pretty much an ensemble cast, but it was like Michael Cera and Jason Bateman were known kind of for Arrested Development.
Right.
And then you
Sure.
had J.K. Simmons and
Who was the wife?
Jennifer
Jennifer
Garner.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
That's
it
right.
was one of those ones
Yeah.
where like it was kind of an indie movie, but there was enough kind of name recognition that you'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good. It's one of those movies that like, oh, and it even like the whole like, I remember the trailer had Rainn Wilson in it, and it was like that's one diddle that can't be undid, home skillet.
Yeah.
That movie's very interesting because it's not like a laugh out loud comedy, but it's kind of like a quirky comedy.
It
And then,
is,
like,
yeah.
And
Just
it's
right.
weird that it's even a comedy because it's not a fun movie.
No, it deals
No.
with very intense situations.
It
Yeah.
does this
Yeah.
thing where it's like it's funny, and then as soon as you hit the crest, it just drops off and gets
Yeah, it
really
gets pretty
It's like,
serious.
no, we're still in real life.
Well, because she ends
Yes.
up leaving, right? At the end of it. They don't get the baby. I thought.
No.
Oh no, Jennifer
No.
Garner gets the baby.
Yes. They
Yes.
end up getting
And
a
they
divorce.
get a divorce. Yeah, so it's not a happy ending.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, it is for her.
Right. That's
yeah.
crazy. Interesting.
Man, I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Next is Rush Hour 3.
I mean, all of those are great films.
Shit.
Ash, you haven't seen any of them though.
No.
Yeah, Ash needs to see them.
Watch
What's
the
with all
first
threes
two.
this year.
Yeah, they were definitely pushing like the last of the trilogies there. What number are you on?
That was 15.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say you should probably start to Spitfire for us
All
a
right.
little bit.
Live Free or Die Hard.
Okay, I mean they were trying to push that.
That
Is that the one
feels
with
like that's Justin
Yeah.
Long. That feels like it forever ago.
dude Justin Long, and then Kevin Smith is like the
The
tech
hacker.
guy. Yeah, like the hacker in his basement or whatever. Yeah,
his mom's basement.
yeah.
Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer.
Yeah. I mean, that's Dead Fox now, so I don't know if it matters.
Listen,
I
it's
enjoyed
shitty.
it for what it was worth.
It is
Pop
rough,
flick. Yes.
but it was really okay. As a huge Silver Surfer fan
yeah,
and fan of the original Nintendo video game, it was really cool to see Silver Surfer on the big screen.
it was.
But
yes.
it was very disappointing to see how they did My Boy dirty.
Well, they are
it's
thinking
bad.
about bringing Silver Surfer back, but as a female version in the new.
Okay,
Marvel
if I'm being
universe.
honest, yeah, technically he has a body of a man,
Yeah.
but it really didn't have that much to do with he was male. Yeah, it's like his wife and child, blah 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 blah. But like, it was more that he was this like celestial being.
Correct.
He was like a
Yeah.
harbinger, and so like, it really doesn't matter,
Yeah.
male, female, whatever, or
Yeah,
anything
you
in
could
between.
go either way.
But yeah, I mean, I just want it to be well done. If they do
Yeah,
bring
I
the Silver
agree.
Surfer back,
I don't know enough about Silver Surfer to know if there was like, like Deadpool has like different versions of it, and
Yeah.
Wolverine has different versions of it. So I don't know if Silver Surfer was like that, but if there's a storyline that it's like coming from canon wise, I'm all for it. So we'll see.
All right,
see.
I'm rolling a Spitfire now.
Okay.
American Gangster.
Oh boy.
Okay, this
oh
movie
boy.
I will never see because I saw too many previews on the Blockbuster reel.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it over and over. Is that Christian Bale? Or is that
Denzel
No,
Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Oh, Denzel. Oh, God. Yes. Dude, you know
I
what
think-
that movie was trying to be? It was literally trying to be Training Day all over again.
I think that I started working at Blockbuster in the late 2007s because the last couple movies we talked about came out when I was working at Blockbuster.
No, but you have to think about it. The movies that we saw on Blockbuster shelves came out after the movies came out in the theaters.
Yes, but
So
I know
all of these movies in 2007 came out in DVD in 2008.
Because
Yes.
remember, movies come out in 6 weeks now, but back
No,
then
I-
it was like 6 months.
Yeah.
right?
No, I know, but I'm
Yeah.
thinking because I saw Juno in the movie theater with someone I met at Blockbuster.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, it's like
So
I'm
maybe
trying to
you
think
were
my timeline.
2007. Yeah.
Maybe it was towards the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywho.
Now I'm really gonna
I'm
Spitfire.
sorry.
Enchanted.
Okay.
Saw it recently. 7-year-old loves it. It's cute. It's a little over the top.
Cute.
B movie.
Hated it.
I don't hate Jerry Seinfeld too much. Super bad.
Hated it.
Oh, God. You hated it?
When I first watched it, it was like, oh, this is funny, and then, I thought about it more, and I was like, I actually really didn't like that movie.
I think I'm over the McLovin thing. I thought Jonah Hill's character was great in that film. I
Made
never.
Michael Cera known.
Right.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Ah.
Hairspray.
Oh.
Blades of Glory. Ocean's 13.
Ah.
Ghost Rider. Paranormal Activity.
Oh, wait. You can't just skip over Ghost Rider. Come
Can I,
on.
though?
Come
It's
on.
a banger.
Dude, Nicolas Cage.
I don't know what you're
hope-
talking about. Nicolas Cage could land Ava Mendes in her prime in a heartbeat with his wig.
Amanda, why did they not bring him back in Deadpool, dude?
Dude, I would have screamed.
They
The
should
scream
have.
I would have scrumped in the movie
They
theater.
should have. Oh, that
Oh
would've
my
been
god.
incredible.
Apparently they want I think they wanted to. Like
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many cameos that I think
I
they
know.
wanted, but it just didn't
Yeah.
work.
That would have been awesome.
I would have freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, that would have been so cool, dude. All right, sorry, Ash. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to continue?
Yeah, give us like a couple more.
Evan Almighty.
Okay.
The Bucket List.
Oh, which didn't
Famous for coining the term bucket list.
I didn't even realize that didn't exist until that movie.
Yeah, bonkers.
It didn't?
Also on a lot of blockbuster trailers.
Nope.
Yeah.
The bucket list was not actually a coined term until that movie.
Yeah.
Weird.
I
yeah.
know.
Feels the Mandela effect-y, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does.
Weird. Game Plan with a Rock. Bridge to Terabithia, Your Friend's Dead.
Oh.
Beowulf. That was cool at the time.
Oh, I loved Beowulf.
Disturbia.
Oh.
No Country for Old Men.
Oh.
Fred
Oh.
Claus.
Ah.
1408.
I love Fred
Golden
Claus.
Compass.
Oh.
There's so many movies. The problem is
Dude.
we've seen all of these because we all worked at Blockbuster,
Can
and
I
I want to
say-
just read the whole list, and I can't.
Listen, can I say I actually enjoyed Golden Compass a lot, and the fact that movie got canceled
Yeah.
because of boycotting sucks.
I agree. It was disappointing.
Like
that it didn't continue.
let there be create, dude. They've made so many movies that are like blasphemous, or movies that like tell a different tale from like the way like religion's gone. Just like let it happen, dude. There was so much boycotting against that because the person that wrote it like was an atheist or some crap, and then it just died. And it was a great film. It made me really sad.
Is
Made me
that
really sad.
is that for real?
Yes,
I didn't
they
know that.
stopped making the Golden Compass because of that.
Stupid.
Don't you remember they have like animal creatures as their angels?
It's been so long since I watched it.
Yeah.
I just remember there was a polar bear and a little
Yep.
girl.
Yep, and it's Daniel Craig. Daniel
Yes.
Craig's like the main actor in that one. But yeah, I really liked it, and it made me sad. I want to read the books now because at least you can get the full story from the books. So
Interesting.
and Stardust, but I think that was a different.
Stardust came out that year too, but I think it was way the bottom of the
Okay,
list.
that was a good one.
that is a good one.
That's all. That's my 2 cents there. I will go rewatch about 13 or 14 of those films. I think you need to see Transformers, Ash. You got to rewatch Transformers. Or Amanda. Wait, Amanda. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we're gonna rewatch Transformers.
Yeah, Transformers.
Yeah.
What I've done.
Oh boy.
Erase myself.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
All right, what about you, Ash? What are you rewatching?
I'm going to. I kind of want to watch Juno.
Yeah.
It's been a hot
That's
minute.
a good
Okay,
one.
while we were talking, I went and put the soundtrack at the top of my music library, so I'm gonna
Yes.
listen to it.
Dude, I'm 100% rewatching Spider-Man 3 again.
All right.
I am. I got to give that one another go and just be like, yep, still awful.
And wait for Tobey Maguire to go, let's dig on this.
Let's dig on this.
And then it's
Awful.
like, ta, 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 ta.
He's on top of the restaurant tables.
Oh,
dancing
yeah.
in the bar.
With his emo haircut.
Oh, God. Amanda, where can people say howdy doody, Rudy Pooty?
Don't do any of that. But you come check out our Instagram at Real Awkward Podcast. We also have a TikTok at Real Awkward Podcast. Patreon.com/Real Awkward Podcast. Whoa. $3 a month gets you exclusive episodes and maybe other stuff. Don't quote
Hey,
me on
John
it.
Goodman.
Pay to John Goodman. And we are now on YouTube Music. So if you want your episodes automatically downloaded to your telephone every day, every week, whatever, follow us on there.
Yay. Thanks, Ash, for reading from a list.
I'm so good at
God, you're so good at it. It's been real. It's been awkward. It's been, ladies.
Real awkward.
it. Real awkward.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Hello, Real Awkward listeners. The Real Awkward podcast turns 3 this year. That's right, 3 years of fun, entertaining content for you guys, and we cannot do it without listeners like you. If you guys want to support the show, head over to patreon.com/Real Awkward Podcast. For $3 a month, that gets you access to exclusive shows, merchandise, and name shoutouts on the show. We also will take your suggestions for show topics. Thank you so much for 3 years, and we look forward to many more.